Welcome back to another awesome video.
Today we've got a Technics turntable. Actually pretty old Technics because it says Technics by Panasonic on there. This is a SL-23. This was given to us by your cousin. I think they moved into a house about a year ago and she found it recently in either the attic or an outdoor shed. We don't know the history of this. We just know that she's got a Crosley and getting this working would be a great improvement over the Crosley. Oh, it looks like it comes with a record. The story about ping. All right, let's plug it in and see what happens. Kaboom! Oh, moved a little bit. Well, a turntable that doesn't turn. That's a pretty basic problem here. The belt, oh, is the motor seized up? Yeah, so it did move for a second there when we first turned it on, but it's not moving now. So the belt, let's take the belt off just temporarily. Yeah. The motor feels a little stiff. I wonder if the motor just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Okay, there's the belt, so probably we'll need a new belt. See, this is so much better than a Crosley. It's metal. The Crosley would be plastic. All right, well, let's lock the tone arm down. Did it come with a cartridge? Yeah, okay, so it's got a Stanton cartridge. That's decent. Yeah, this will be a huge improvement if we can get it working.
For us or her?
For her. She's going to need a preamp, but anyway.
What if she wants to keep the Crosley?
Well, then we can send her to counseling. Finally found some use for some old computer equipment here. Holding up the turntable. These screws look a little rusty, so that's not a good sign.
Yep.
Okay, there's the other side. Okay, that doesn't look bad.
Doesn't look like it's been in a shed for 50 years.
So here's the inside of it. I just looked online. There is a lot of information about this turntable online. So a couple of things they suggested are cleaning out these controls and lubricating the motor. So we're going to try that and see if that fixes it. So as far as the age of this thing, the motor says June of 1976. So this is probably like a 1977, 78 era turntable. All right, let's see. Ooh, it moved a little bit more. Do you notice that?
Heard it. I heard it.
Yeah, so that unscrewing those screws gets the motor loose, but I guess I need to work on it from the other side, probably due to the length of the wire. So I'm going to take out these 3 screws and drop it down. Okay, I got the motor loose. Now I did stop and look. There is a service manual available online on archive.org, so that was good. And also there's a guy, I think it's like Miller Vintage Hi-Fi, who did the same thing. So I just kind of looked at his video. He has full instructions on disassembling and cleaning the motor. So no need for me to rehash that here. I'm just going to do that real quick. And here are the wires inside the motor. Okay, so we put the motor back together. Let's see if it'll turn now. We did some cleaning. Oh, look at that. I got the motor to turn, look.
Oh, there we go.
So the motor is now turning intermittently, and I did that by fiddling with the speed switch. So I'm going to deoxit the speed switch. So we ended up spraying this deoxit on all the little speed switch and these potentiometers. Another thing I wanted to mention is throughout this video I was shorting this switch. Don't do that. That's 120 volts, but it's easier if you lift this up. You can just move the tone arm, and look, it's working. So like a lot of old 70s electronics, just needs a good cleaning is all that was the deal here. I don't know that my niece really wants to invest in a new belt yet. So in order to get some life out of this belt, I've run alcohol over it and I've boiled it in the microwave for a couple minutes. I lift it up and move it over. What we gotta just move it over, don't lay it down. Okay, so it will turn the turntable. That's good. Okay. All right, now let's hook it up and see if it makes noise. We're gonna try the record that came with it, the story about ping. See if this thing will actually play. Let's see if the queuing works. I didn't try that yet. Let's see. What it does. All right, now let's put this thing on phono. And my second phono input.
Ow! Cried the little boy, and up dashed Ping and snatched at the
It works.
Quickly the boy grabbed him and held him tight.
We definitely need a lot of cleaning, probably a new belt, a lot of adjustment. You got to adjust the counterweight, tracking force, all that stuff. This is, say, I think we discovered from like 1976. The turntable I use is a Technics from 1986. I did a video on it with some sound samples. I'll put a link in the description. Anyway, but this is a good turntable. I would definitely use this over a Crosley. If you don't have an old stereo receiver like this, you'll need a preamplifier. You know, you can get those cheap. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find another record I don't really care about and just try this, see if I can get a little bit better sound, but it works. This is Children's Favorites, which I believe is one of those seen on TV things my parents ordered me back in the 70s.
You pick the apples, we'll pick the plums, fill our baskets high. Back go he bucks.
What did you, sister woman?
Every time to say all day.
Now you could adjust, you're supposed to use this strobe light thing, you probably can't tell the camera, but if you look through this light, you could adjust this to get to a perfect speed. See?
She got sulky and from me fled, and ever since then my head's been red.
I mean, this was sitting, I guess, outdoors. I think probably some humidity got into it, judging from the rust on the screws, but give it back to her. She can either invest some money in it and use it, or maybe sell it on eBay or whatever. Anyway, that's about it for this video, and
See you next time for another awesome video.
bye.